I'd now like to welcome on stage the winners of Debut British. We have got Michael Pearce and Lauren Dark up on stage, please. Congratulations. Thank you. This is so exciting. How does it feel, your debut?
Very, very overwhelming. The line between excitement and terrifying is like so thin. I think we crossed over onto that terrifying side.
Yeah. I didn't even know to be terrified about this bit because I didn't know it existed.
Yeah.
What were those kind of seconds like just before your name was read out? Can you remember them?
No, just a blank.
I haven't really calmed down still.
Why did you want to get into filmmaking in the first place?
It's funny your speech about your dad, and in a way my dad had a similar aspiration and was a really big film fan himself, so there was a lot of film in my house growing up, and so I suppose it started very early for me.
Yeah, I was 16 and I watched Seven Samurai, the Akira Kurosawa film, and that kind of just, it blew me away, and it was very poignant and thrilling and funny, and I just thought I want to do what that guy does. That was 20 years ago. Yeah.
And obviously Jessie Buckley's been nominated for Rising Star, I mean partly for her work in this as well. That must be really special for you guys, knowing that you kind of had your eye on her already.
Well, it's just been a really fun couple of years together, kind of like an early stage in our career, and seeing each other do well, and it's been really nice to see her in the last year. Can
you tell us what you've got lined up next, or is it too early to say?
I have a father-son sci-fi thriller set in the States with film 4. It's a different landscape, different subject matter, but trying to use genre to look at quite personal stories. So very different but kind of similar.
And I now work with Film 4, so I commission new talent and shorts and debuts.
And what does it feel like to win on British turf, home turf, to know that the Brits kind of really understood and loved your film?
Yes, this is a huge honour, because I mean I have to say that BAFTA for both of us really supported us very early career, because we were both on the BAFTA Breakthrough Brit scheme, which was very instrumental for me in figuring out exactly what I wanted to do and where and with whom. So we have a lot to thank BAFTA for.
Yeah, it's a good closing chapter for the film. We released it in Toronto 2017, and this is the final moment, and it's a great sort of homecoming and embrace. It's great.
Have you got people at home sort of clearing a space for your BAFTAs ready for its return?
My family all managed to sneak in here. I don't know how they did it. They're in the high seats.
I'd like to open it up to the audience. Yeah, Nat.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Michael, I wanted to ask you, obviously sort of doing these kind of things, and you get to meet other filmmakers, or both of you as well really, but in terms of directing, has anybody in particular bonded with you or given you any good or funny advice?
I've got to meet Dan, how do you pronounce his surname? Cocatillo? Yeah, Cocatillo.
You say that confidently.
Yeah, one of those. Quite a few places, festivals and awards, and he made a great film called Apostasy, and it's it's really, and also Leanne Wellman, who did Pilly. It's really nice when you like the films of the people that, and you like them as people, and it just feels very supportive as an atmosphere, as opposed to being a competitive one. And then, I don't know, I'm too nervous to approach the directors that I really deeply admire. I just stay at a respectful distance. Yesterday I was on a panel with Spike Lee, and that was just, I was in his company, and I love his film so much. So, but yeah, maybe after a few glasses of champagne tonight I might break the ice with him. Yeah.
With a BAFTA in your hand as well, I mean, it must be easier
that
to
helps.
Approach people and be like, look what I got.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that you've kind of got your eye on that you'd maybe like to tap up for future projects who are here tonight?
I'd really love to work with Rachel Weisz. We had a Skype a month ago or a couple of months ago, just because she'd seen the film, and and she's here tonight, but I haven't met her in person. So I might go up to her and say hi. Yeah.
Any more questions from the audience? Anybody? I just wanted to ask, so in terms of having your debut, like we were talking about, recognised so early on, does it kind of make you reflect back on the places, all the things that you had to do to get here? So all the kind of shorts or other projects, and have you kind of been thinking about those quite a lot?
I mean, it makes me feel like there's been a lot of support for us as filmmakers from our public bodies, from the BFI, with support from National Lottery, from BAFTA, from all of those places that have really nurtured our careers. I think we've made films with them throughout. That's been really nice.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
On stage. Congratulations again. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey You Guys!